colors. Summer lonesome love, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love. Memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors. Summer love.
정후 내쉬면서 오른쪽이나 내면서 호흡합니다. 좌우에서 잠시 쉬어. 엉덩이 발꿈치 코 마스테.
도둑이나.
여기서 이렇게 길이 이렇게
sky come bearing up before us. We hang on the hem of your gown. Blue sky come, promise not to leave us. Tarry not to our town. There's a darkness in the valley. Heavy branches crack and split. If we holler, will you hurry? Can you hear us through the wind? Blue sky come, dancing in between us. Take us up, lay us down. Blue sky come, promise not to leave us.
I still recall the first time I saw you. I was so nervous to talk.
the colors. Summer love.